The quantitative survey, the motivation or the purpose helps measure trends, customer satisfaction, or the market size. Okay, so qualitative and quantitative have a different purpose. So qualitative, you would like to explore new ideas, while the quantitative, you would like to find the trend or the real quick, how do you say, analysis result. Okay. So how to do the market research though? So when you start to do the market research for your business or for your boss, what you need to do is first you need to define the problem or the goal. So what do you want to learn? Okay, for example, customer needs or product feedback. Number two, you need to choose the research method. What kind of method that you would like to do? Whether you would like to do from the primary research or secondary research. Primary, like what you did, like interview online, but secondary from the report, article, Google review, industry studies, or government statistics. So you need to choose. After the hour, you can choose whether you use qualitative or the quantitative. The qualitative, they're like what I say, they to gain more understanding. Where the quantitative is usually use numerical data, so will look the trend. Okay. After that, you need to select the sample. For example, who you would like to ask. So, if you, for example, you would like to ask about the Shenzhen University student opinion about our dormitory, you need to ask our student. Okay, you cannot ask another student from the other university. Of course, it doesn't relate. Or you can, and then after that, you need to select who student that live in the dormitory. You cannot select the sample student outside the dormitory. This makes sense because they need to choose the sample that you really closely related with the situation. If you ask about the Shenzhen University dormitory and you ask another university student, they cannot answer. Or you ask Shenzhen University student, but they do not live in the dormitory. I don't think they also can answer your question. So choose the sample wisely. Okay? After that, after you define the problem, choose the research method and select the sample, you need to start collect the data. The collect the data is based on your method. Okay, so if you would like to do online survey, just deploy the survey questionnaire. If you would like to use qualitative, which is the interview, you can start doing the interview. Or if you would like to use the Google review or the from the Facebook review or Twitter review, you can start using the data. Okay. After that, after you collect the data, you need to analyze, you need to understand the result of your data. For example, you can look the patterns, you can look the trends and insight. I think if you using Google Form, like what I said, is they will provide you some graphic and easier for you to understand or make a conclusion. The last step when you're doing the market research is draw conclusion, make decision, and take an action. So use the result of the collecting the data to improve the product, and then maybe improve the marketing strategy or improve the service. And also after that, you need to take an action and monitor. Like what I say in the beginning, after you do improvement, make sure that your improvement is sustainable. It still keep going, and then you need to monitor so that the customer really feel the difference before and also after the improvement. Okay. Up till now, any question? So, if there's no question, I will continue a bit about the measuring customer loyalty. So, measuring customer loyalty is still related with our topic, which is measure the customer satisfaction. But loyalty is higher because if you are satisfied, it doesn't mean that you are loyal. So loyal usually okay, they're more stable state. Okay. In the US, an organization called the American Customer Satisfaction Index, or ACSI, track the customer satisfaction on an annual basis. So, like other organizations of its kind, it has found that satisfaction score are unlinked to sales growth. Okay. For example, Kmart, if you ever notice about this is, I think it's in the US. So Kmart is the example. So they are satisfied, but they are not loyal. So satisfied and loyal is something different. You can be satisfied, but you can leave the product. You can do not use this product. So the real example is Kmart. So Kmart is an example of this. So the result or the online survey, they show high customer satisfaction score, but for the business, it not give many impact. In which the Kmart business doesn't grow. So even though the customer satisfaction score is very high, so they are satisfied, they are happy, but do not bring so much impact to the business. That's why the business doesn't grow and they close or bankrupt. So just because you need to be careful, that's why you need to keep monitoring your customer loyal satisfaction. So just because customer are happy, customer are satisfied with your product or service, it doesn't mean that they will buy more from you or recommend you to their friend. It's very memes, right? It's kind of like hard because you're happy, but it does give so much impact to your business because you're just happy, but you don't go there because maybe it's too far from your home. It's possible, right? So I'm happy with this supermarket. It's a cheap, but I need to take a bus like a 1 hour to go there. I don't want to go there. So there's a lot of factors to make the customer loyalty. Okay. Another scholar named Frederick, the guru of the loyalty industry, they quoted. There is some quote that's saying that I've given up on satisfaction survey and they don't work. So they are working hard on the customer satisfaction survey, but it doesn't really big impact. In his two books, which is The Loyalty Effect and Loyalty Rules, they have spurred a greater or bigger focus on customer loyalty as a driver of a profit and growth. So this Frederick, this scholar, say that the most important is not customer satisfaction, but customer loyalty. Because if you're loyal, you will buy continuously, regularly to your business. Okay? So, and then this person, the Frederick, they say that why this is happened, why people they're happy but they do not bring so much impact to the business. They say that there is a 6 common mistakes in customer research, doing customer research. That's why the customer research doesn't bring any impact to the business. For example, if you doing customer research and then you asking too many questions, you do not really get anything. Okay. Number 2, you survey the wrong customer. Like what I said, you would like to survey like our school dormitory, but the respondent or the participant, the student that do not live, do not stay in the school dormitory. So you survey you target the wrong customers. Okay. Number three, the third in common mistake is inappropriate timing and frequency. Number four, lacking of responsibility within the organization for acting on the result. Okay, lacking responsibility. You gain the customer survey and then you do not do anything. So I don't think this is good. So lack responsibility within the organization for acting on the result. Number five, not working through the consequences of the funding. So you do not take action on improvement. With that said, what he said, the customer result or customer satisfaction doesn't work well. Okay. So this is the how customer market is how the market research are very important for the business. Okay. Because today we are talking about the type. We're talking about research, doing research market. And then today we also discuss or learn about the many type of market research, primary and secondary. Primary, you did it right from the interview and then online survey. Now, in this class, today class activity, I would like you to find data from the secondary research. The secondary research usually from the survey, from the review or from the magazine or from the news. Okay. So for today class, I will explain for the today class activity. Right. Okay. So I would like you to conduct a simple market research toward on certain business, for example, our school or our company, a certain company, or doctor, hospital, or maybe the mall, parking area, or etc. And so on. And you can go to the Google review and then screenshot the overall review start. For example, our school